There are all kinds of crimes in this city, and all sorts of clues to solving them. But when those clues are hidden in a piece of text, that's when they call me in. Detective Deeds, Text Analysis Unit. What's going on, officer?
Missing person detective. The neighbor says the man who lives here went to his mailbox earlier today, and now he's vanished. Third case like this today. Mailbox left open, 2 red shoes sitting right in front of it.
Any other clues?
Just this article that was in the mailbox.
Let's see if we can get the main idea. Deke Malloy has been hunting for comets in the night sky for many years. He hopes to one day discover a new comet that will be named after him. He also knows that many things in the sky can be mistaken for comets. Airplanes, meteors, even the planet Venus. So when he found something strange in the sky one night, he thought he should double-check what it was. Now to get the main idea, we need to find the main topic of the article, and the most important point about the main topic. The main topic seems pretty easy. Deke Malloy. He's the only one in this article. What do we know about him? He has been looking for comets for many years. He hopes to discover a new comet, and he found something strange in the sky one night. I think finding something strange in the sky is probably the most important of these things. So I need to put the main topic, Deke Malloy, together with the most important point to get the main idea. Deke Malloy found something strange while searching the sky one night.
That's the main idea? Do you think it's connected to these shoes?
I'm not sure. I think we had better find this Deke Malloy.
Okay, from Detective Deeds, you probably realized that we're going to talk about main idea today. Our new reading skills, main idea. But let me ask you this. What is an idea? Can you see it? Can you smell it? Can you touch it? An idea is something very abstract because it's in our mind. We cannot see it, we cannot recognize it, we cannot read it because it's in our minds. And for the creator to express his or her idea, he has to either write it. If he is a writer, he has to put it in a sentence. Or if he's a painter, he has to paint it and put his idea in the painting. Or he expresses his idea, creates his idea in a sculpture. Or if he is a speaker, he puts his main idea in his speech. And idea is either stated. If the main idea is stated, that means we have a sentence with the main idea in the story, in our chapter, in a sentence, in a paragraph. And main idea could be also implied. If the main idea is implied, that means it's not stated, it's not in the sentence. It means it's up to the reader to find the main idea and put it in a sentence. Let's examine the sentence that contains the main idea very closely. Now remember, topic sentence contains the main idea of one paragraph, and a thesis statement contains main idea of one essay. This sentence contains the main idea of a story, and that sentence has to have 2 parts. Usually it has 2 parts. The first part is topic, and the second part is controlling idea. Now, the topic is the subject the writer is considering while writing his story. And the controlling idea is the author's or writer's opinion about the topic, about what he is writing about. And in his controlling idea, the author usually includes his bias, tone, purpose, fact, and opinion. Now, controlling idea itself also has 2 parts that contains author's opinion and direction. Now, author's opinion includes bias or tone. And in the direction, the author shows us the way he is going to organize the major supporting details. Another way, we can predict the pattern of organization of the major supporting details from the topic sentence or thesis statement. As you can see, the sentence that contains the main idea is very powerful. We can predict bias, the author's bias, tone, purpose, fact and opinion, and major supporting details. Now let's look at some vocabulary clues that sometimes will help us to find the thesis statements or the topic sentence faster. Clue number 1, S-words. S-words are groups or categories of major supporting details. S-words are plural forms of those categories. For example, kinds, ways, advantages, reasons, causes, steps, effects, factors, reasons, or series. For example, a moth and butterfly undergo several changes between hatching from an egg to mature adulthood. This topic sentence has one verbal clue, and it's an S word, and this S word is changes. If we look at this sentence, we can see that the topic is moth and butterfly, and what is the author's interest about moth and butterfly? What is his controlling idea? He's going to talk about different changes between hatching from an egg to mature adulthood. From the controlling idea, we can predict that it's probably going to be a chronological order or process. Clue number 2, contrast transitions. Sometimes authors use a contrast transition in order to catch readers' attention and to introduce the topic sentence. Transition words like even so, however, in contrast, nevertheless, nonetheless, nothing could be further from the truth, on the contrary, on the other hand, still, notwithstanding, unfortunately, yet, are some popular contrast transitions or phrases. Let's look at one example. The English often believe they have the main role in defeating Napoleon. However, the Russians played the major part in his downfall. The topic is defeating Napoleon, and the controlling idea, we're not going to talk about the English defeating Napoleon, but the Russians playing major part in Napoleon's downfall. That's the author's controlling idea. That's his opinion, and that's his direction. And it's probably going to be time order. And one verbal clue we have here is the contrast word, however. Clue number 3. Sometimes writers use research words to start a topic sentence. Research words or phrases like, researchers found out that, the study shows that, studies reveal. For example, research has shown that birth defects have various causes. We have one verbal clue here, research, and actually there's a second verbal clue, which is causes, and it's an S word. The topic in the sentence is birth defects, and the author is talking about various causes of birth defects. So the direction or the pattern of major supporting details is going to be cause and effect. Clue number 4, concluding transitions. Remember, a conclusion is the same as a main idea. So look at the words like to sum up, then, in conclusion, in brief, so, indeed. For example, indeed, birth defects have different causes. Indeed is a verbal clue here. Topic, birth defects, and the controlling idea is different causes. The author is going to talk about different causes of birth defects. And from the controlling idea, we can predict that the pattern of organization of the major supporting details is probably going to be cause and effect. Clues 5 and 6, modal verbs and the grammatical structure there are. Modal verbs are often expressed to express our opinion. Modal verbs are often used to express our opinion. For example, some chemical combinations in chocolate may explain the pleasurable effects of consuming chocolate. The topic is chocolate, and the controlling idea is chemical combinations that can explain the pleasurable effects of consuming chocolate. And we have one verbal clue, which is may. It's a modal verb, and we actually have another verbal clue, which is the word effects, and it's an S word. And from the controlling idea, we can predict the pattern of organization, which is cause and effect. The clue number 6, there are. It's a popular structure. For example, there are several advantages of being a cockroach. The topic is a cockroach, and the controlling idea several advantages. And again, we have two verbal clues here. One is the grammatical structure, there are, in this case there are. And we have the S word, advantages. So it's probably going to be a list of supporting details. So we've talked about how to find a topic sentence or a thesis statement. We've talked about two parts of the topic sentence, topic and controlling idea. We covered some vocabulary clues, some verbal clues. But in addition to all that, in addition to guessing the topic sentence, you also need to pay attention to the supporting details. You need to find the major supporting details and put them all together in order to make a conclusion about the main idea of the story. So it's kind of like a puzzle game. Let's play one game. I'll show you a little puzzle. For example, in order to see the whole picture, you have to consider every single detail of this picture. Let's begin. Here's picture number 1. Can you tell me the main idea of the whole picture, what it's all about? Not yet. We keep looking, we keep considering all the details until it starts getting clear that the main idea of this picture is, yeah, 3 minions are riding a motorbike. The same in reading. You have to consider all the major details in order to choose the right topic sentence. Let's look at another puzzle. In this puzzle you have 5 stickers. Alright, can you predict the main idea? It's hard, but let's open one sticker at a time. The first sticker we open and we see Goofy. He's excited and he's pointing, he's looking in the center and he's pointing one way. Okay. The second detail, we have a dog. It's Pluto, and he's also excited. He is running toward the middle. Then we have Donald Duck. He is running away. And now we have Mickey, and Mickey is kicking something. And he's in the middle here, and let's see what he's kicking. And he's kicking a soccer ball. So what's the main idea of this picture? You guessed it. Friends are playing soccer. So now back to our detective deeds from the Special Text Analysis Unit. I'll see you in class.
There are all kinds of crimes in this city, and all sorts of clues to solving them. But when those clues are hidden in a piece of text, that's when they call me in. Detective Deeds, Text Analysis Unit.
It's back here, Detective, by the freezer. Someone smashed this freezer door and took a bunch of the fish inside.
Did they take anything else?
We're checking, but it looks like this freezer was the only one they hit.
All right. Where is it?
Where is what?
The text. That's why I'm here, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the paper. It's over here. It's pretty crumpled up, so I didn't think it was anything. But Penny over there thought we should call you. Can you make anything out? It looks like it's about penguins.
We'll check the details to see if that's the main topic. Smaller penguin species of the Antarctic primarily feed on krill and squid. Species found farther north tend to eat fish. Adelie feed primarily on small krill, while chinstraps forage for large krill. Emperor and king mainly eat fish and squid. None are capable of flight. Here are some species names: Adelie, chinstraps, emperor, and king. And we know none of these species are able to fly. These details pretty much confirm the main topic.
What is it? What's the main topic?
Penguins.
I just said penguins.